What's going on, guys? This is Alexis Saran, CEO of the Viral Roofer. And in this video, we're going to talk about case studies. This is wow, that was fucking corny. This is my favorite types of videos to make because it just, one, in a selfish reason, it shows that we're pretty good at what we do. In a selfless reason, it further educates you guys, whether you're a roofer, roofing CEO, or just someone with the door-to-door team that helps you generate business. It just kind of helps you hopefully put you in the mindset of like why we do what we do and how you can implement it for yourself. So in today's case study, we're going to travel over to Orlando, Florida. So one of my clients, David, CEO of HD Roofing and Solar, they are full service business, meaning they don't just do roofing, they do roofing, solar, HVAC, water mitigation, all types of remodeling and renovation, etc. Right. So they are pretty big company. I don't know the exact number of what they generate annually, but it's definitely in the eight-figure range for sure. Let's get into why he brought me on board. So he approached me. He said, "Hey, Alex, listen, I want to work with you because I want to grow my team. I want to expand this business." They had offices open in Miami, Jacksonville, Orlando, and they were opening some in Sarasota, Naples, and Tampa. Now, with that being said, they want to fill up some positions with some sales reps, so they want to bring me on board. And we were definitely in for a curveball because literally the week before he brought me on board, Florida, mind you, I live in Florida as well. I live in Tampa. We got hit by Hurricane Helene. Literally, like I think it was like 4 or 5 days, 4 or 5 days when the contract was signed, invoice was paid, Hurricane Helene hit. So I believe his house ran out of electricity, and my place also had no electricity. Kind of, and the reason I bring all that up is 'cause some of the curveballs that hit us was essentially one, after the hurricanes, roofers from all over the country were coming down Florida. So right off the bat, competition is steep, right? Like I'm sure you know, competition was hectic. There were roofers everywhere. So all these two chucks in the truck roofing companies were snatching up all these sales reps, all these canvassers. So right there, it put me, I had to prove and make sure that I was who I said I was. That was one. Two, with so many roofer with the hurricane passing through Florida, so many roofers, roofing companies, and even marketing companies started running ads. They put a lot of money into ads. So what that did for us is, again, it boosted up our ad spend. Now, normally our cost per applicant, and when I say applicant, I mean someone who applies and is interested to join the company. Our cost per applicant is usually around anywhere between $8 to $11. $15 is usually like the highest that we would accept. But during the storm, it jumped up to $30. And we tried everything, and we reworked ads, we rescripted ads, we cut different things, but it's just the nature of the beast. There was just so much competition that everything just shot through the roof. But again, like I said, we are warriors, we fight on. So something that I had to decide right away, especially given that the storm had just hit us, we were not in a place to bring on canvassers. Meaning we didn't have time to train people, we didn't have time to onboard people, we didn't have time to hold anyone's hand. We were in the middle of a storm, everyone's slinging roofs. We need heavy hitters, we need closers. So that's where we switched our advertisement to. We wanted closers. So our interview process was a little bit different. Usually we do group calls just to kind of get everyone in the pipeline. But here we went straight into one-on-one calls. And what happened was a lot of door-to-door reps, especially experienced ones, they want the world given to them before they can prove it. A lot of guys were like, "Hey man, I need a truck, I need base pay, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, I need this." And it's like, whoa, like we don't even know if you can close yet. So that was the fight that I was going through really, 'cause I was the one filtering all these guys. So just for the record, we spent about $1,300, and we got about 40 applicants, which is a really good number, to be honest with you. It's a really good number, especially if they're all closers. Actually, I'm gonna say they weren't all closers, but out of those 40, about 30 were closers. The rest of them were canvassers. But the ones that were canvassers already had experience doing door to door. They come from either solar, they come from, power washing, from window repair. So they had door to door experience. So they were good canvassers. They just weren't closers. So out of those applicants, what we did was is we ended up bringing on board five, and those five, four of them were just heavy hitters. So what ended up happening was, yes, we brought on five, but what ended up happening was one of the reps that we brought on board for the Tampa office, he got promoted to a sales manager, and he brought his friend on board. And that other person that they worked with, actually, I'll let him tell it himself.
I have a really good amount of people that like I have guys that are decently trained just a door knock up in Ohio. Season's coming to the end. I could, get a good 10, 15 guys down here. I just want to make sure that my deals are flowing fluently enough so I could help them out with leads and stuff to get them trained and incorporated.
And then from there, we switch over to our Sarasota office because we ended up bringing people on. Like I said before, David wanted to grow his company. So, and from the jump, we brought on a sales manager and a sales rep in the Sarasota office. So, if we really do look at the numbers and we calculate the five that we brought on board plus the 13 that these people have in the pipeline from their company since working with us in the first month, first month. And again, I, first month. Now, on average, we do bring on 10 people, 10 to 15 on average. We did our actual direct numbers are a little bit smaller, and that's just me being very transparent. But it is because we were just not in the ideal conditions. Nobody's fault. It's just the way some things work. But safe to say, our client was happy with the results. They recognized the work that we put in and they signed on for another month. So let me kind of break down the lessons here just so you guys understand. Him being a full service company and him attracting more experienced reps, we did lean on the fact that this is a full service business, a full service company. A lot of roofing companies, they'll lean on, the commission or whatever. But with us, the fact that it is full service, we do highlight and we do sell the opportunity for sales reps to ride off into the sunset. The way I pitched it to a lot of people is like, hey, listen, like if you land a homeowner for a roof, you can double back and pitch XYZ. And it just makes your sell that much easier because they already know you, they already like you, they already trust you, you already got them a great roof. And I'm assuming you delivered everything on a timely manner. The communication line was open and you delivered and you executed and did all the things that you said you were going to do. Now, something else that helped David in his favor was he had a tremendous amount of Google reviews. Now, this is important. This is why I tell a lot of roofing CEOs worry about your company branding because this is going to help you attract A players. Now, him having 600 plus Google reviews definitely was a highlight for a lot of sales reps. They like that. They definitely saw the value in that. So partnering up 600 Google reviews with a full service company and David's and HD Roofing and Solar being the number one voted roofing company in Central Florida, all these things together make their job that much easier, allowing them to sell at a faster rate, easier close, easier pitch. Hey, ma'am, just check out our reviews, check out our website. Like it just overall encompasses what top elite sales reps look for when joining a company. So that's our case study working with David. We still work with David. David's obviously we have a great partnership going on. We're definitely in it for the long term with David and I'm super excited for him allowing us to work with him and super excited for us to fill up more offices in Florida, helping him grow, scale, and overall elevate his roofing business. So thank you for tuning in. This is Alexis Saran, the CEO of the Viral Roofer. Hope to see you on the other video.